my gosh, I missed you guys so much. I was down bad for an entire week and I am back on live. I'm so blessed to have you here on live per usual. And in today's live stream, I'm going to go over 5 really quick tips that's going to help you guys win grants. I'll go over what a grant is, how to find grants, and these 5 tips is going to help give you clarity onto how to be best prepared for grants. Okay, so for you guys who don't know me, my name is Superior Shelby. I have been owning a grant writing company and small business development consultancy for 10 years. I have been winning millions of dollars in grants, and I help startups and small business owners win free money that they can use to start and scale their business. Now, most of my clients, they win an average between $10,000 or more. And I've even had a lot of my subscribers actually win these grants that I talk about on this YouTube channel. I've had this YouTube channel for 6 years, teaching you guys about business development strategies and how to win grants. So I dedicate majority of my days, okay, on a live stream around this time. And we actually talk about grants, business development strategies, and so much. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like whatever video you like on my channel. There's so much more information and videos that you can go through, not just these live streams, okay? And I'm so blessed to have you here. So as I'm bringing up my YouTube studio here, how have you guys been? I'm sorry, I took like one entire week off because I was literally sick. Okay, I was sick. I think I ate something or ate at a restaurant where they didn't clean well. So I had like a bacterial cold there. But I'm back in action, still recovering, but I feel really good. And I was like, okay, I have to come on live today. All right, so of course I have some slides for us to go over 5 tips that will help you win your grants that you are applying to. But before I get into that, I want to tell all of my subscribers and the people that's joining me, make sure you like the live stream as you are coming in. And also I want to know, what have you guys gotten done last week? I wasn't able to come on here on Saturday for our usual small business Saturdays, okay, where we talk about our wins and our lessons. So tell me, what did you get accomplished for your business, for this last week? And yeah, let's chat really quick before I get into today's lesson. Now, I don't want to do like a long live stream because I still definitely need rest. But hey, you have me now. So what did you guys get done last week? Last week, I didn't do anything because obviously I was sick the entire week. No gym. I was just literally resting and taking antibiotics the entire time. But now I'm back in action and I'm like, even now I still feel like, okay, yeah, I can definitely take a nap. So yeah, what did you guys get done last week for your businesses? I hope that you are being productive. Also, while I was like down and just like resting, I watched a lot of Alex Hormozi videos. One in particular I really like. It's titled "We Get 34.2 million views a month. Here's how. Just copy me." It's a 2-hour and 54-minute live stream. I literally watched the entire thing. So let me tell you something that I like about the Hormozi family, okay? Alex and Layla Hormozi are really, really great people that you should subscribe to on YouTube. They have a really high value perspective on business development. And even if you are not at that point of making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars on a monthly basis, well, they help startups, right? They help startups and small business owners too. In this live stream that I was watching, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes, he was taking in calls. So, of course, that gave me the idea of, okay, maybe I should start taking live calls, because doing a lot of this commenting, which I love the chat, but also taking in live calls and you guys like joining like a Zoom call where everybody can hear, what your questions is and I can answer your questions and help you out. I thought that was a really cool take. So I was like, okay, I'm going to steal that idea. What he's doing, I'm going to do that for sure. Eventually, really soon. And then, so as I was watching him, he was going over like a lot of different business strategies for different businesses and from startups to people who want to make $1 million a month. Okay. But what I really liked the most about that live stream was how he was giving out so much free game on this live stream. And it's the same thing that I do, right? So I was just like so in love with the fact that more and more of us as creators and business development coaches, consultancies, or just successful people in businesses, we're going to do more live streaming, which will give out more game. And it's a situation of we have so much free game out here and so much opportunity that you guys get a chance to reach out to us and talk to us directly at either $0 or an affordable call, right? That it's really all up to you with execution. So I reposted one of his community posts where he has like multiple slides, and it was saying things like, you got the free game, so it's all up to you to execute, right? And this is very, very important. Most entrepreneurs and startups, you guys don't execute, or you just allow life to life you. And you have to take control. You understand? You have to take control over your destiny and over what you truly want, and just go for it and keep moving forward and keep pushing forward. And I think that a lot of us allow things that are going on us in the current events, social media, whatever is happening politically, to steer us off of what we're supposed to be focusing on. So yeah. Also, I ordered all three of his books. I ordered all three of his books. I did the audio version and the digital version because obviously I'm living here in Africa, so I don't think it would get here in time for me to get the information I want right now. So I ordered all three of his books, and me and my husband, we are actually like doing our own little small financial relationship, marital finances book club at home, and we're reading all three of his books together, and we're also listening to it on audiobook. Even when we worked out this morning, and it's been so informative. It's been keeping us very innovative and thinking forward. So that's like what I did for my business, even though I was down bad and sick. Like I was really, really sick, extremely sick. I still, focus on the best ways that I can be innovative in my own business and to be able to provide higher quality service at a more and stay with the times. You understand? Like I can't always just be where I am and just do everything manual. Like, and even if I do have automations in place, I have to incorporate AI at some point. I have to incorporate something. I have to hire this particular team. So, that also brings me to a thing. This morning, I was telling my husband, I was like, I think it's time for me to hire more people, but I'm not looking for to hire people to teach them how to grant write. No, I'm looking for professionals in a whole different field. Okay, kind of like PR. So that's what I'm looking for. So that's what I did this last week, and I've been like consistently doing. I'm back on my routine of working out for 1 hour a day, which my workout today was terrible. It was really good. It was really good, but it almost killed me today. All right, so what you guys do? Been missing you, feel better. Thank you so much. Apply for 4 grants. Oh, okay, Charlene. Shout out to you. Finish my demo. That's really good. Jay Brittany, thanks so much for joining in. Been working on my the fat tire grant. Okay, awesome. That grant is literally one question. So you still been working on it? You still been working on it? You should have submitted it the day we actually was on live. Okay. So, and I have so many new comments, which is really cool. New comments. So I have to go through those as well. I didn't even get a chance to like go through some of like some business plans and stuff. I have to update some business plans. Okay. So let's get to it. Grants. All right. I help startups and small business owners win millions of dollars, free money that they can use to start up and scale their businesses. Most entrepreneurs and small business owners right now, it's statistically proven that 85% of startups actually go directly for outsourced funding, which means that they don't use or they don't raise the money. Instead, they go straight for loans, lines of credit, credit cards, any type of funding opportunity that that would approve them to give them the money to start their businesses. I'm here to tell you that's actually working backwards. It's very important that you find the best ways to raise money. Matter of fact, while I was watching that 2 hour and 54-minute video, I wrote some things down in my notes because it was something that I wanted to share with you guys. Traction. When the grant application asks you what traction you have, they want to know what efforts did you put in already to start your business or to start gaining some clients. Traction doesn't always necessarily mean that you are generating revenue. So for some of you all that are like, well, if we're not generating revenue, do I have to generate revenue? Or I'm looking for grants, or I'm looking for opportunities where I don't have to generate revenue in order for me to get approved. I'm here to tell you that it's time for you to think in a different direction. Because if you have already gained some traction, whether that is getting sales or getting signups, you need to be able to show that this particular product and service, or the solution that you have to the problem, is needed in the market. So when you are going for a grant, accelerator program, incubator, or any other type of program that will give you free money and some perks and deals to help you scale or start your business, then how are you going to be able to show that you are not only serious, but you've been actually testing this thing? So I'll give you an example. Let's say you are creating a new tech app or tech innovation or a new e-commerce store that's going to have all of these skincare products that's going to help you out with whatever skin issues you're having, hyperpigmentation, eczema, whatever have you, right? Well, have you actually started promoting on social media and got some signups? Getting signups is as easy as saying, hey, we sell this product to help you out with acne. We help out with hyperpigmentation. You no longer have to walk around with bags under your eyes, even if you are tired, because we have the solutions for you. So you can be able to look like you have, you don't have to look the way you feel, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever your tagline will be. But have you started promoting it on social media and then actually gotten people to sign up? And also, you must be willing in 2025, what's going to set you like apart, and what's also going to set you at the like get you on a good run, right? Get you on a good run would be being willing, right? Being willing to having the willingness to give out free products. Okay. So if you are a person that is selling skincare products, if you are a person that is selling hair care products where you help people grow their hair, if you are doing like men's care for like their beards and stuff, if you are doing clothing, t-shirts, or whatever the case may be, you must be willing to give out something for free. And think about it, you want something for free too. You come on this live stream every day so that way you can, with hopes that you will be able to get all of your answers, like all of your questions answered for free. While you do have that opportunity, you must be willing to give that same opportunity to your clients as well. You understand? So it could be something as simple as small free sample products, right? That you can give out to people. And then also making sure it's like of quality as well. So that when the people do run out of the product from the free sample, then your particular target audience, your clients, the ones who actually do admire your product, they will come back and they will purchase the full bundle. You can't be worried about the ones that, oh, I gave out all this free stuff, and then they never, and then all of these people that I gave this free stuff to, this amount of people, they never shopped with me. No, that's not the case. Sometimes it's retargeting. Sometimes you have to retarget to them. Hey, we sent you free samples, 3 weeks ago. We're reaching out to see how did you feel about it. Can you give us a quick review? 5 questions, the most. How did you like your skincare product? How did you like this? How did you like that? How was our service? Having that survey is traction. Building your email list is traction. And one of the fastest ways you can do that is actually by doing a free sample. For my people who are doing services, giving out free things is still a thing. So free complimentary calls. While I am in the process of doing that, I used to have the mindset of, well, I have so much knowledge and so much game that I myself, I cannot give free calls. At least $50, right? I'm actually changing my entire business model around that. Me directly, Superior Shelby, 10 years, 71% successful grant writer, have won millions of dollars in grants, and I'm a global grant writer, and I'm a global entrepreneur, and I'm a person that goes around the world and talks about grants. Me directly, you probably won't talk to for free. But if you do want some information about how my services work, if you do want information about like just some simple like direct information. Yes, I'll give out a free grant checklist. Yes, I will give out free grant complimentary calls, right? That will teach you about my services and how you can gain my services, things like that. That's why I said I'm hiring, because I'm hiring a sales team too. I'm really excited about this. So be willing and open to doing that, because that is showing that you are actually putting yourself out there. You're putting your products and services out there, and you are allowing yourself, right, to gain traction, building an email list, so that way you can retarget them. You are getting reviews all at the same time. So when they are asking in the grant application, what is your traction like? Traction does not always mean, are you generating revenue? Traction means you must explain from point A to point B, what have you actually done to start creating awareness about your product and services? What that looks like when you are answering that question. Our company has put out a marketing ad, or we have been putting out content through social media that has been able to bring us at however many people signups, right? So let's say 100 signups in 30 days. And with those 100 signups, they've been able to get free samples of our products and services, or we've been able to give them a free complimentary call. And after that complimentary call, or after giving them that free sample, we've been able to get 30 to 40 responses or reviews, letting us know that our products is needed, letting us know that our products and services has actually helped them out. Out of the feedback that we have gotten, out of the 100 signups that we have gotten, 10 of those people, 8 of those people, 2 of those people actually converted, and they signed up for a full package. They got the full thing. Traction is being able to show, what have you done so far that has created awareness, that has told people, let people know that you sell this product and service, and that those people you have told and that they are aware. What have you done to be able to keep track of that? How are you tracking that? Traction. Traction. How are you tracking that? And how many people converted? Okay. Everybody's conversion numbers are different, because everybody's business market is different. Everybody's market industry is different. You understand? Your traction for you being a delivery driver and saying I do these delivery services is going to be totally different for somebody who owns a childcare facility that has that service, newborns K through 12, and also that has all of this stuff going on. Like, you know what I mean? Your conversions is going to be different, because every business industry is different. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to say that grants, free money, you don't have to pay back. You guys know that. No credit checks, no personal information needed, like your date of birth or social. Yes, you can win millions of dollars to start and scale your business. Yes, they will ask you questions like, what is your traction? What have you done so far to create awareness about your product? What would you do with this money? How would your business be impactful to your clients? What is your business mission? And so much more. So having a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video are all 3 key components that will help properly prepare you for free money that you deserve. Now, you can either go for the free money, or you can leave it all on the table like so many other entrepreneurs do. I want to reassure you as well. There's only, out of billions of people, and I have to go do the numbers once again, but in the United States, because the United States is the consumer market. Consumer market. Everybody around the world sells to the US, because people in the US are willing to shop, period. So you guys are a consumer market in the US. In the US, you have way more consumers, right, than business owners. The business owners that you do have, it's only about not even 3% of them. You know what I mean? Like, I would say like a good 4% that actually make millions of dollars annually. A good 90 something percent don't make that. So if you are like a person who services is B2B, who services businesses, and you are looking for a high ticket, define what high ticket means to you. You must know the demographics of that person. You must start to set boundaries for whatever your consultancy or your services that you offer. There's one lady that came on a call that I was watching. This woman, she does ManyChat automation. She makes $600,000 a month doing ManyChat automations. For those of you who don't know, ManyChat is that automation that happens on Instagram and on TikTok. So when you see people say, comment down below live, comment down below this, and I'll automatically email you or inbox you the link to sign up for my free course or my boot camp or whatever the case may be. That is a automation through ManyChat. What her company does is that she sets up the entire automations and she manages all of the automations, and she also tracks the entire conversions for you. This woman makes $600,000. This woman makes $600,000 a month. She called in because she wants to scale to 1 million a month. The key thing that she spends, let me also give you the rest of her numbers, okay? She also spends $150,000 in ads, marketing ads. That call reassured me that I was like, yep, gotta do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. It's like, you know how like people are complaining that the music industry is changing because of these bots? Well, the business industry is changing too, or not really changing, but kind of is. As far as in the algorithms, when we're talking about marketing, you have always had to pay for marketing. Even back in the day, you had to pay for yellow books. You had to pay for the yellow pages and the white pages. You had to pay to put your commercial insert in a radio station, right? You had to pay a radio station back then. You had to pay to have a commercial on TV. You had to pay to have your a billboard, right? For in traffic. You had to pay to have, like, the bus stations, how they have the bus seats. Yeah, you had to pay for that advertising. That was back in the day. So now, yes, you need to have a marketing budget, and one of the best ways you can also do that is through your attraction that you get. You understand what I'm saying? Like, saving something out of that. Saving is a big thing. Saving money is a really, 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 really big thing. You guys must do the 50-30-20 rule. All right, 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes into whatever, 20% goes into whatever, 30% goes into whatever. Like, you must do that, okay? And you must do that with like the first sale. It's good to create the habit. So one thing that she also said that stood out to me, besides her $150,000 monthly ad budget, was that she's so particular about her target audience that everybody who signs up, whoever signs up, while she offers a free demo too. She offers a free demo. But when people sign up, she asks them a question on the form. What is your current monthly revenue, business monthly revenue? She does not accept any businesses that don't generate less than $25,000 a month, because her monthly, for her services, she's charging $6,000 a month. So you must at least make $25,000 a month for you to be able to afford her services. When I looked at those numbers, I was listening in on the call, I was like, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I can do it. Because you mean to tell, I've already known that there's a market out there, but there is a market that I have not touched. and I'm going to touch that market. I'm going to touch that market. And I'm not going to market it out to y'all, because I know my audience on YouTube is specifically only for startups and small business owners who have not generated revenue yet, or you don't generate no more than $10,000 a month. So for my LinkedIn people, new offers, new offers coming soon. That having a free demo, a marketing budget, right? An ad budget of that much, and also putting a limit, right? To strategically target only those people that can actually afford what you're offering. I like that. Now, the consumer mindset of people don't like it. I got a comment last week where a person was like, I wanted to sign up for your services, but you went up. I went up. I'm still less than $1,000. My peers are charging $900, $1,000 just to write 3 grants for you. Are you okay? You just want me. And then I'm like, the information is free. You can do this yourself. It's free to do it yourself. That's why I get on live and I do a live stream every day. But I didn't allow that to make me feel any type of way. Actually, what it did was it motivated me to continue moving forward in the right direction. Everybody can't go. So for the ones who genuinely want to learn and genuinely want to put in the work themselves, and they're going to do the best they can off the budget that they're running off of, you got all the free information you need. I got over 800 videos on this YouTube thing. I have a plethora of information and gems and all kinds of game that I'm giving knowledge, free knowledge. But when we're talking about actually executing and winning grants and having like doing something, really making some moves, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I wanted to share that with you guys because yes, there are people out here that you are living around that are making $600,000 a year. They don't look like it. They don't look like it. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. This person does not wear Emilio Pucci and Gucci and all this. This person wears regular clothes. TJ Maxx, Burlington. You understand? Like shopping at the regular places that people shop at. You would not know these people have this much money. And here I am. And I'm at fault. Here I am listening to you guys' economic news and all of this fear-mongering stuff that you see on YouTube, like, oh, the economy of the US is going to this. And y'all ain't, who doing bad over there? People doing bad, but it's like, are they? Like, they are. There's the level of people that are not doing great. Yes. But then when you also turn around and you scroll up and you find that there was a 19-year-old that literally just made $1 million off of creating an AI business. You see a family of 4 that has a YouTube channel with like 600,000 subscribers, and they got all these brand deals and they live in this huge house. You know what I mean? So don't listen to the media. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen to none of that. Keep focused. Execute, because what makes you different from the people that are actually making that kind of money from social media, content creators, people who are doing AI, people who are doing day trading and who are investing in stocks, people who are building their businesses like many automations, something super easy. What makes you different from them is that they are actually executing and they are actually prioritizing. They are putting that in their forefront. This same lady, she has a story. The one who makes $600K a month, this woman was down bad. She went from literally, she ain't even at riches yet. She's trying to make $1 million a month. This woman, she went through it. Divorce, this, she went through it. She went through it. She went through it. She went through it. Life for her too. And she definitely got to a point to where she was like, what am I to do? And then boom, managed chat automation. Manny Chat. 600,000 a month on Manny Chat. Even my husband was like, "What's Manny Chat?" You know he's Nigerian, so he was like, "What's Manny Chat?" I opened the thing and I showed him what Manny Chat is because I have a Manny Chat account, right? Because I was using it for a while, and I was like, okay, I'll just reactivate it for my TikTok or whatever. But I don't really post like much grant stuff on TikTok. And he was like, "This? She does this?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's a science to it. When you are targeting your audience, be firm on that. Don't listen to whatever comments, oh, you're too expensive, this and that. Then you're just simply not my target audience. And it's okay. For you guys who are offering products and services and you know that your products and services may not be affordable, they might be a little bit more on the high side. Well, think about who your demographic is, where your people shop at, where their children school at, where are they, where are these people, and then you will target them in those places. Yeah. All right, I just wanted to share that. All right, so let's literally go over the 5 tips, and then while I'm going over the 5 tips, really quick, make sure you are commenting in the chat. Thank you so much, Dennis. Welcome in. Walter Carter, thank you so much. Jimmy V. Martin, you are giving valuable information. Hopefully, some of y'all it helps some of y'all people. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so 5 tips. I wanted to go over these 5 tips because I was like, yeah, I think we need to go over these things. Okay. All right, so you know how this works. If you don't, you know today. Today we are going to go over the top 5 mistakes that are actually killing you when killing your startup pitch. This is very important. For those of you who don't know, a pitch, all right, a pitch is when you are literally explaining your products and services in front of a panel of judges or virtually, and you in the event that you are going for money. So it's like you are winning money. A pitch is something that I have noticed that a lot of these grants are looking for. They want you to, grants are competitive. Grants are very competitive. And so what's making it even more competitive is they want you to speak directly to the grantor, speak directly to an audience, and they want you to express what your product and service is, what's the mission, and what is actually going to help you guys. How is this money going to help you? All right. So it's important that you know what a pitch is because I've noticed that even when you guys are getting approved for some of these grants, I got an email the other day that 2 people got approved just from watching the YouTube video. So they got approved to a grant that I told them to apply to early at the beginning of the year, right? However, they have to pitch. And so they're at this point where they're like, I don't know what a pitch is, and I don't know how to go about that. So yeah, I just Googled it. What is a pitch deck presentation? A pitch deck is a concise, visually driven presentation, typically 10 to 15 slides, designed to give a quick overview of a business or startup to attract interest from potential investors or partners. All right. So it is that visually appealing piece that you can have. It's supposed to give a direct overview of exactly what your business or your startup is. You guys know about like Shark Tank. Shark Tank is what they're doing on Shark Tank is literally pitching. That's what it is. Okay, so let's move forward. Number 1. The number 1 mistake most of you guys have when you are pitching or when you are even developing your own pitch deck, right? Which is the PowerPoint presentation. You have poor structure. All right. You see the little house I put down there? You do have poor structure. The mistake is that you're jumping all over the place or you're telling a confusing story. And this is actually a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys say, well, we do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, but it's not a compelling story. That like the story is so confusing because you're jumping all around everywhere. Investors get lost if there's no logical flow. So you need to talk about the problem first. What's your solution? Talk about your market, your traction, and then give the ask. All right, so skipping steps or overloading details kills engagement. Skipping steps or overloading details kills engagement. When you are talking too much and using too many high key vocabulary words to people who don't even know about your product or service or your particular market, it's it's a challenge. It's a challenge to really understand. The structure is not good. The best way to do this is to be able to explain the problem, solution, the market, your traction, and ask all of those things by, like, if you think about, if you can explain it to like a elementary school, elementary student, if you can explain it to your grandma. All right, so here's a pro tip. Use a pitch arc. All right, this is something that I use a lot, even when I'm doing my content, which I have to catch up on all of my content this week. So number one, you hook them with the problem. All right, problem is most startup entrepreneurs have a challenge with getting funding because they feel underserved, underrepresented, or they just simply are not educated on how to go about getting debt-free money that they truly deserve. Your solution, that's number two. What we offer is we help those startups and small business owners get free money so they can start and scale their business. Prove the demand and traction. We've been able to, or we've had a YouTube channel for the last 6 years, giving out free information and doing a daily live stream for the last year and a half, showing people how to search and apply to grants. On those live streams, we get multiple comments that of people that want to sign up for a consultation call. In most cases, every daily live stream that we do, we get at least 10 inquiries of consultation calls that convert to about 2 calls a week. State your ask. I'm asking for $100,000 in grant funding because with this $100,000, I'll be able to invest into my payroll. I'll be able to invest into skill development. I'll be able to invest into a robust strategic marketing strategy. And I'll also be able to give back to my audience, which is giving out a grant myself. I will be sustainable in spending this money by breaking it up into $25,000 each quarter, allowing this $100,000 to spread out for the entire year. End with a strong vision. By having this $100,000 and being able to give back, it will also create a I will also be able to develop a sense of trust with those startups who are unaware of exactly how to go about funding. We remember the days where we were looking for funding, and with us having this money, we'll be able to have the team that can serve, and whatever the case may be. I'll just explain whatever my vision is. Okay. That's how you want to pitch. Obviously, when you write these things down, or if you ask ChatGPT to give you a pitch script for your particular business, you will give ChatGPT, the prompt will be, you will tell ChatGPT, my company's name is ABC Company. We do ABCD. This is what we do. And I am looking for an engaging hook, a fun hook that really all you got to do is practice that script every day, all day. So much so that you actually create multiple videos on Instagram and social media using that same pitch. Why not? Janelle, hi, welcome in. Hi, Inspire Visual says, hey, Shelby, I'm happy I'm finally getting to see your live because I keep missing it. No worries. Thank you for being here. Man, I just turned in my first pitch yesterday. I wish this was before. I hope I did well. Yeah, well, you can't win them all, friend. It's all a experience. Okay, so whether you did or you didn't win, just take it as an experience and keep pushing forward. Okay, don't let it discourage you. All right, the number two reason, things that the reason or what's killing you guys is pitches is the lack of clarity, and you use jargon. Sorry, let me get this thing together. So you're using jargon, vague claims, or making the pitch too complicated. Not explain your idea in one sentence, you failed. All right, so practice the grandma test. That's what I said. If you can explain your business to someone with no industry background in 30 seconds and they get it, you're clear. Clarity, lack of clarity. Okay, lack of clarity. You must be very direct, okay? And you don't have to go into details and go into, some of y'all are long-winded. Being long-winded in a pitch is a big no-no. Okay. Investors don't like to sit there and listen to that all day. They just want to know what is the problem, what's the solution, what is the traction. So how do you know that your product and service is needed in the business or in the market? How much are you asking for, and what's the ultimate vision after you receiving this money? Simple. All right, so lack of clarity. Curtis, welcome in. Curtis says, please say again, you broke up the AI prompts. Oh, so I was just saying that you can ask ChatGPT to develop your pitch script. You would feed it, give it information about your business. So you would say, my name is Curtis Cross. I own a Cross Company, the Cross Company LLC. And we specialize in whatever you specialize in. And then after you put in what you specialize in, you can say, write me a pitch script that will be very engaging, right? That will hook the investors or whatever the case may be. You can also give it more information in your AI prompts as well. Like if you know the traction, if you've already gained traction, you can put that in there. If you've already gotten signups, email signups, if you already got conversions of people actually, like you got some sales, if you've gotten feedback and some really good reviews, you can put that inside of your prompt as well. You can also put inside of your prompt, maybe a little bit of information about the industry, right? So yeah, all right, there you go. All right, number three, weak traction. All right, I talked about traction, and I'm so happy that we build up to this because you guys understand what traction means, because we had a whole like 30-minute conversation about it before we got to these slides. Weak traction, all right? All right, so the mistake is you're saying we don't have any users or customers yet without showing effort. A lot of you guys actually comment this. You would say on my live stream, or up under my comments and things like that, you would say, well, I haven't generated revenue yet. You're not even giving yourself the chance at being like awesome, because the tone that you're using behind that is like a disappointment in a way. Like it's like the idea of feeling left out, like, oh, I didn't generate revenue yet, so is there any grants out there? You didn't generate revenue, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that you can't show that you have put in effort. Investors want proof that you're testing, building, and gaining momentum. Even pre-revenue startups need metrics, wait list. You have a waiting list, sign-ups, pilots, or early partnerships. Do y'all even have a wait list? Do you even got a wait list? Coming soon. Sign up now. This is what we saw for our customers. Those people who do taxes, trust and believe right now, as of right now, they already starting. I've already been seeing their ads on Facebook. Right now, they're building up their wait list, sign ups, building it right now. I'm seeing every day that I get on Facebook, somebody, congratulations to this new tax person, this new CPA that just passed the tax class. So right now what they're doing is they're teaching people and training people how to do taxes. And at the same time, especially when we get into November time, you're going to start seeing way more people. Way more people going to put more ads out. They're going to be outside giving out all kinds of stuff, so you can remember them and come and file your taxes early. But it started with a wait list so they could be able to target those people. And I'm talking about people who literally just started, they just became CPAs. If traction is light, lean on validation, surveys, testimonials, beta users, letters of intent, or social media engagement. Frame it as, here's how we tested demand and here's what we learned. Here's how we tested the demand and here's what we learned. That's content. I don't know if you guys remember, but in like 2020, you would see a lot of people saying, especially that was like doing credit repair and stuff, you would see a lot of people, they would say, I want to help 5 people fix their credit. That's that thing. They were gaining traction. So those 5 people that they helped repair their credit for, those 5 people will then do a testimonial, use a testimonial for content, which is good for ads, right? Good for boosting your posts and all this good stuff. And then also they would use it for to show traction, to show that what they have, their services are needed in the market. Yeah. All right, number 4. And then after this one, we have the last one. The weak or vague ask. So some of you guys don't know what to ask or how to ask, what you should ask for. And this is concerning because it shows that you're not organized in your business development process. You are looking to apply to grants, and this is only for the people who don't know how much money that they're asking for. If you don't know how much money to ask for, and you're just simply applying to funding just so you can get any free money or any money that they will approve you of, you are literally running blindly. Don't do that. Organization is very much key. Organization is key. Organization allows you to develop or create execution steps. When you create your execution steps and you actually execute on those steps, execute on that strategy, then you'll be able to track your steps, which will help you with traction. It's very important that you guys actually sit down and do the numbers. Doing the numbers means, how much does it cost for your product development? Product development can be, if you are doing an app, how much does it cost for you to hire somebody to do the UI UX, the front end and the back end of things, the entire interface? How much does it cost for that? If you are developing a physical product, how much does it cost for the supplies and equipment to be able to develop this product? Okay. You need to know how much you're asking. I remember one time I was teaching someone how to write grants or whatever. And they were like, and we were walking through a grant application. They were they were submitted the application. I was just walking through the application with them on the Zoom call. And that person said, like, they came to the question of, how much money do you need? This was one of those $100,000 generator grant opportunities. And so the person was like, well, I don't really know, however much they'll give me out of the 100K. What? What? No, that's a no. The weak or vague ask. Mistake. You're saying, we're just looking for support, or not knowing how much you need. Investors expect a clear number and use of funds. Be precise. Here's an example. We're raising $250,000 to expand our sales team, scale marketing, and finalize product development. This will extend our runway for 18 months. Always tie the ask to growth milestones, not just survival. Very key. Very key. And I understand the survival mindset will not allow you to really like push through this thought, but you can do it, friend. That's why you're here on the live stream. Be precise. We're asking for $100,000 to expand our payroll, invest into Marketing. Finalize our product development. This will extend our runway for 18 months. We will be sustainable in this with this money, and it will allow us by spreading over 4 quarters, entire 12 months. Okay. All right. And number 5, poor delivery. Okay. I understand that pitching can be very, very intimidating, especially if you are pitching in front of somebody like Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos, like these already celebrity billionaires. Okay. If you're pitching in front of somebody like Dagote, which is like number one African, like richest person, one of the richest people in Africa from cement. If you guys don't know, right? But if you don't know, and most likely, if you for my US audience, most likely you guys don't know who that is. So if you're pitching in front of him, it's like, okay, you won't be so intimidated. But either way, when you are going for an opportunity, you're not really sure. It can be intimidating, and I totally understand. But the intimidation and the fear, it's really fear of failure. And you have to be willing to fail at this thing. One of my really good friends who owns a very well-known business that you guys know about, he actually did a podcast with a person like back in 2021 or 2022. And he talked about how he went for investors and he literally did over 90, like he did 99 investment pitches. He tracked all of them. And literally on that 100 or it was like either 100 or 101, he finally got a yes. Him and his partner. And it takes serious practice and consistency. And we talked about building how to build consistency, but this is where perseverance and being persistent and being disciplined and practicing comes into play. Poor delivery. You sound robotic. You sound like you're just reading the slides, or you're lacking the energy. Confidence and conviction matter as much as numbers. If you don't look excited, investors won't be either. So your vibe has to be there. Okay. Here's a pro tip. Practice with feedback, not just by yourself. So use storytelling, not just stats, and keep the slides clean. You are the pitch, not the PowerPoint. Practice with feedback. Practice with your significant other. Practice with your, with your audience. If you have a social media audience, practice with them, not just by yourself. You want to practice with other people. Use storytelling, not just stats. There's a creative way, and you can develop this pitch yourself. And even if you are using AI, you can feed AI more information about you and why did you get into the business, so that way a piece of that storytelling or the flow of it can be like you are telling a story. Keep the slides clean and direct. Your PowerPoint presentation, you are the pitch, not the PowerPoint. So a lot of people they have their slides and they're just like poor delivery, sounding robotic, reading, or lacking energy. Confidence and conviction. So these are the tips. This is what we do. This is how we. No. Okay. No. Instead, you actually want it to be something like, imagine being able to get free money for your startup and small business, and you don't have to pay it back at all. And that is the solution that we are providing to our clients. We got into this business 10 years ago when we were actually going through our own financial troubles, and we applied to a grant through the SBA when the SBA was giving out grant money. And then we discovered you could get free money. So once we discovered that, we decided to spread the love. And by spreading the love, we created a YouTube channel that has been active for the last 6 years. And we've been able to convert people from our YouTube, not only scaling to 56,000 subscribers, but out of those 56,000 subscribers and the people who don't subscribe, we've been able to convert them over, building our email list to over 10,000 people, where we market out to them, send them free grant lists, and those people actually sign up for our calls, and we make X amount a month. We're actually asking for $100,000 because we want to give back to our community. We want to hire a sales team. We also want to invest into some skill development for that sales team and training. And we also want to invest into our marketing budget so we can create more awareness and tell more people about this free money that they truly deserve. So if you are ready to join in, or if you are interested in investing in us, Here's our contact information. Something like that. All right. But you want to give it like a fun vibe. You want to get people excited. Okay. You want to get people excited about what you're doing. Here's some last minute words for you. A pitch isn't just about information, it's about persuasion. Avoid these 5 mistakes and you'll stand out. All right. So in each slide, I gave you a pro tip. So you definitely want to do all the things that is in the pro tips. You want to do that. You can always practice your pitch with me. You can always, I do offer that. So it's not a separate call or anything like that. It's literally a one-on-one consultation. You can always do that in the consultations with me. But yeah, so any questions about what we went over, you guys? Any questions? Any questions about these 5 tips that we went over? It was some really good information. The reason why I wanted to talk about pitching, give you some 5 pro tips and make you aware of 5 things that most people that actually kills people pitches, is because you're going to start to see more and more of these grant opportunities. They are turning into pitch competitions. And that is because they are targeting only the business owners that are not afraid to show up and show out for their businesses. Okay. You have literally children that join these pitch competitions that have these businesses, t-shirt companies and cookie baking businesses and things like that. And they're doing things like Shark Tank pitches. Okay. They're bringing their moms, out there. And then like they just have this entire story, so you can't be afraid. If the opportunity is for you, it's for you. Okay. All right. So allowing you guys to type your last minute questions. It has always been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you be with me. Of course, you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me. The link is down below. It's in the description of all of my videos. Superchargemybusiness.com. It's a $50 call, 45 minutes. We hop on Zoom and I help reassure you on the free money that you truly deserve. And I give you some, information that you need, right? It's 45 minutes. You get to pick my brain for that long. Okay. And also, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to put my hiring thing up on LinkedIn. This is going to be really cool. Hearing this for the first time, awesome information. I'm going to give this a shot. Awesome. This is really good. Okay, so if there's nothing else, you guys, or no, you guys are good. I'm going to be on here same time tomorrow. I'm feeling much better. I'm like right back on my routine. Okay, back on my routine. Tomorrow, I'm going to like search for some grants and hopefully I can find at least one grant that we can all go over together. I know you guys like going over the grants together. I hope you guys are actually applying to them. So that's I hope that you're doing that. And yeah, and maybe I'll just like bring some more information this week. You never know. All right. So I have a lot of catching up to do with content and all kinds of stuff. I'm like looking to record a whole new business entrepreneurial series. I actually need to upload this week. I'm uploading a video for the Don't Just Start a Business, Build a Business playlist. So I hope you guys are watching the videos in that playlist. Also watching those videos in the grant, how to apply a grant masterclass playlist too. My playlists are the direct information that you're looking for. So if you don't want to rewatch the entire 1 hour live streams, that's okay. I have everything kind of in like a 10-minute video for you guys in a playlist. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye for now.